Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Tea and Tarot Tuesday. We are here for our August all signs reading, and I forgot to put that in the title here that this is for, in fact, August. I know we're in our last Tuesday of July, but I've been enjoying the split of the readings for half and half, and I liked kind of how I did the first half on the last Tuesday of June for July, and then did the second half the first Tuesday of July. That way it kind of gives you a little bit more of what to expect, and you kind of get lucky if you're the first six to listen in, or if you are tuning in for your sun, moon, or rising, or cross watching for anyone. So today we're going to get into Leo through Aquarius because it is Leo season, and we're going to shout out to our Leo babies. We just had the Leo new moon last Thursday, still in those final day effects a little bit. We also are in retrograde hurricane. That's what I'm calling it right now. We just had our fifth planet asteroid go into retrograde, or is about to go into retrograde to not tomorrow, but Thursday on the 31st. I believe it's the 31st, either the 30th or the 31st. That's going to be Chiron. Chiron in Aries, the third planet, or I guess Chiron is an asteroid that's in Aries, that's in retrograde. So we also have Saturn in Aries in retrograde, we have Neptune in Aries in retrograde, and we have Pluto in Aquarius in retrograde. So, and then we have Mercury in Leo in retrograde. So this is really fun. Lots of things to reflect and review and revisit and reconcile, to release. So it's basically kind of like a really big ass full moon of release, but it's also a really powerful time of renewal. I saw the clock at 2:21. I closed my eyes and looked back, it was 2:23. So that 222, you might feel like maybe you might be feeling out of alignment because of these retrogrades, but just know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, even if it's cuckoo bananas and it's unknown and uncertain. Just something that I'm trying to tell myself every single moment of the day, that I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. And where I'm meant to be is right here, doing this Tea and Tarot Tuesday, impromptu last minute. Here we go for this all signs for Leo through Aquarius. Now, y'all, I got to get my pen, so don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Where did my pen go? Okay, I got you. Got it. All right, so that is Uranus and Gemini. Your brain is everywhere as well. Maybe you feel like you're losing everything left and right. Your communication, that's Mercury retrograde for you. Look at my nail. That is Mercury retrograde of biting it off, and it just completely broke off. So give yourself the time and space to breathe if you can. This, I feel like, is the first time that the first time in a while that I feel like I was able to be a little bit productive. So maybe this week you might also be feeling like I'm kind of in a flow for the first time. I kind of feel like I'm a little bit alive. That's great. That's that Leo energy, getting back into your rhythm, into your truth, into your light. So that's also really great. And so it's okay if things feel like it's kind of everywhere. Um, just give yourself grace and let's move through it, okay? So let's go ahead. Let's start with Leo. We're going to pull the tarot for the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and messages from spirit. We're also going to pull some tea formations, some positive affirmations from beloved tea makers. And if you are new to my channel, I am a beloved handcrafted tea maker myself with my Femrems Apothecary. So if you ever want to book a one-on-one tea and tarot soul session, you get a 1 ounce loose leaf handcrafted tea Mango ginger yerba mate is the crowd favorite, but also people like to calm down with a little berry mint chamomile. So whichever you choose. So let's go ahead and cheers. And it says it's a great day. It's a great day. It's a great day. And at Arbonne, I don't know if you guys know about it, but it's a great product as well. But we're not going to get into that. We're going to get into the tea of this energy of this week, of this month of August, okay? So whatever you're sipping on, let me know. Whatever it is that you would like, whatever it is that, whether it's, whatever tea, water, drink, beverage of your choice, get ready. So let me go ahead and timestamp here for Leo. Divine Feminine, we're going to start off with you. What kind of energy is going on with the Divine Feminine Leo? If you would like to know the deck I'm using for the Divine Feminine, it is the Modern Goddess Tarot. I do not have them linked in my description box, but if you would like to book a soul session with me, that is in my description box. Shout outs real fast while I'm shuffling for Leo. I do have a Lionsgate special right now going on for only $88 for a 90-minute soul session with a 1 ounce loose leaf handcrafted tea going on now until the Lionsgate portal ends on 8/11. So let me know, and then it'll be at its peak on 8/8. Let me know what kind of vibes you would like to know what Spirit has for you, okay? Welcome on, everyone. Welcome on. Welcome on. So Leo, Divine Feminine, we had the Knight of Pentacles. It was in reverse. So right now, this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, I'm trying to hear. It almost feels like you are ready. You're done with being stuck. Look at this. Yep, you're done with being stuck. You're ready to move. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck, okay? But you are ready to move. But look at this. You're in your head. That's why you're done with being stuck. You're done with being stuck in your head. Maybe you feel like you are having some mental anguish. And what you need to realize, though, Leo, is that Divine Feminine, you are just in a space that is asking you to find balance, find your grounding, find the temperance, the alchemist within you. Whatever turmoil mentally that you might be feeling, mentally, the best way to move out of it, take action. Maybe you're feeling a little bit depressed, and that's keeping you from being able to be productive. Maybe you're missing a part of an emotional void or an emotional fulfillment, but the best way that you can fill that void and get out of your own head is to take action, is to move. That's what that Knight of Pentacles in reverse was about. That's what that was about. So yes, you are. This is going to be more general and vague because we're doing an all sign. So I have to, keep it moving. I try to keep it under 10 minutes if possible for every sign. But Divine Feminine, that's what I'm hearing right now, is take whatever mental stuckness you are feeling and take whatever action you can take to move you out. The Temperance card is about merging. It's about alchemizing. It's about transmuting. So whatever energy that is stuck in I'm hearing your mind, but also your heart, your body, move, get moving, go out and walk, dance, stretch, do some push-ups or burpees or jumping jacks, whatever you got to do to move it so you can transmute it. This Temperance card, you see how she is pouring one cup into the other. I was just talking about this with my son the other day. The Temperance card of pouring one cup of water, hot water into cold water. Oh, I think it was actually part of the Daily Divine message for the week ahead yesterday morning. So if that's something that ever interests you, you can definitely take a look at that. My playlists are in my description box. But when you are balancing, when you are transmuting your energy, the limitation, the depression, the stuckness, you pour the cold water into the hot water cup, then you pour the hot water into the cold water cup, and then you do that back and forth. And this temperance angel is showing you that is how you transmute. You take whatever action you can, even if it's the tiniest little action, towards emotional fulfillment. Even if it's the littlest thing. Get out into the sun, Leo. You are ruled by the sun. Divine Feminine. That's what's going to get you out of this. Okay? So I hope that helps. Take that as it resonates. I know that my camera's a little bit blurry. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. I have lost my camera that I usually do for my readings, and it still has not shown up. I'm just trusting that it's going to come back when when Mercury goes direct, which Mercury goes direct at the end of the Lionsgate portal on 8/11. So I think that's pretty exciting to know that as well. Divine Masculine, you have the Four of Wands here. Okay, you are celebrating something. You are ready to move into some sort of merge, some sort of union. 11 gates to heaven. You're feeling, wow, it's with an Empress. You could be the Empress. You know, Divine Feminine and Masculine is just energy. It's not about gender. But if you are a Divine Masculine and you are ready to merge with your Empress, with your Divine Feminine, it's showing up right here. Showing up right here. Somebody, some Leo Masculine wants to merge and celebrate and move into union with their Divine Empress Feminine. So that's really beautiful. Really beautiful. You're waiting. You have the Chariot underneath that. You're waiting for the perfect sign. If you are the Divine Empress or Divine Feminine and you're listening, cross-watching for a masculine, you are attracting this in. You are attracting in this merging with your masculine. And remember, the merging with your masculine energy or masculine starts with your own inner collective first. That's why over here, Divine Feminine, they're saying temper. Maybe that's what you're in your head about. You got the 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands, Divine Feminine, 8 Lion's Gate. So there's something about this 8 Lion's Gate portal that we are currently in right now that is telling you to balance, alchemize, transmute. I'm hearing rebuke any negative thoughts that are trying to come in that are keeping you bound, binded, stuck, blinded. And masculine, I'm hearing you are ready to move. I'm hearing this is the time right now that you're feeling frisky, that you're feeling the goddess, the Empress, the feminine energy within you of attracting and calling in that abundance, calling in that manifestation. If it's not with a Divine Feminine person, external, then this is about you merging with the person that you are becoming. This is about you merging into the timeline that is made and destined for you. You are calling it in, you are attracting it in, you are trusting that all that is coming in at its divine timing, that all that you need is already here, that you are protected and provided for. So that's really beautiful, Divine Masculine. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you, Leo, Feminine and Masculine. I'm hearing you have been waiting, Divine Masculine, for this day, this time, this moment with your Empress. And I also want to say, even if you are not a Leo, sun, moon, or rising, or if it's not strongly in your chart, that's okay. We're all in Leo season right now. So this is energy for collective. So let this also be known. You have the King of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. King of Crystals, your heart is being activated. You are learning how to stabilize. Spirit is helping you learn how to stabilize because you are having some indecision, and that can cause you feeling, I'm hearing like your heart flutters when you try to choose where you are going, trying to choose where you are being called to. Listen to your heart, let that guide you. That's what's going to bring you into the abundance and the stability. This King of Crystals is staring right over at the Empress, and she's looking right back towards. There's a major, beautiful, harmonious transformation that you are, I'm hearing, migrating towards each other. I'm seeing this butterfly in the Empress card. You're migrating towards each other, magnetizing. So don't let the uncertainty of what you cannot see, don't let the uncertainty of the indecision that you feel keep you from knowing what your heart is telling you to do. Okay? I hope that helps, Leo. Your T formation is, may your head and your heart speak with one voice. I can't make that up. That's literally what I just said. Thank you for that beautiful confirmation. Let your head and your heart speak with one voice. Okay? Okay? No more this. Take whatever next step, the next right thing, do the next right thing to transmute, to rebuke, to move where you need to move something toward one thing of self-love every day, Leo. Do one thing of self-love every day. That's for you, Divine Feminine. That's what Spirit wants you to do. That's what's going to get you out of that mental stuckness, mental limitation, okay? So that you can move in the direction of where of your Nine of Cups was was under that Temperance card, so that you can move towards your fulfillment. Okay, I hope that helps. I'm going to carry on. So after Leo is Virgo. We're at 17. All right, so we're over 10 minutes, so I'll try to talk a little less. I know it's hard because, again, I'm only really pulling like one card and kind of looking at a couple more, so it's not a lot. It's very vague, but if it's resonating with you, then hit that like button and sit with it the way that you need to reflect with it, because these are messages from Spirit. I pull from the highest frequencies of conscious love, so that's what I'm here to do for you tonight. So Virgo, Divine Feminine, you got a weight that you are ready to lay down. You are carrying too many burdens on your shoulders. It is time to let go. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so I just saw the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. The burden, Two of Cups wants to stay out. So maybe you're going through a transition from a relationship. Maybe you're going from out of a relationship, or a relationship out. Maybe you're going out of a relationship, or maybe you're going into a relationship, or maybe it's a transition of work with those pentacles. Whatever the transition that you're going through, Divine Feminine, Virgo, you are coming into a partnership. That's what your focus is for August, is a equal partnership. So whatever had to leave has to go right now. This 8/8 Lionsgate portal, this retrograde season is releasing and removing everything that's not in alignment with your highest good, that's not in alignment with your high priestess. Okay, Virgo? Okay, Divine Feminine? You are ready. You are listening to the wisdom. You are listening to all of the experiences that you went through. And you are taking all of those experiences, the good, bad, and ugly, Divine Feminine, Virgo, and you are turning it into wisdom. And you're going to be able to use that for your partnerships so that you can show up and be an equal partner, so that you can call in your equal mate. Whether this is in business, whether this is in love, you, Divine Feminine, are finding how to tap into your highest frequency so that you can only align with those of your highest, of that highest frequency in love, in partnership. So you might be seeing 222 a lot because you got the High Priestess, the number 2 major arcana, the 2 of Cups. Let's see here, Divine Masculine. 2 cards want to flip over. I'm just going to take one and see what that's about. Bottom of the deck. Look at this. I can't make it up. The High Priestess here wants to come out for you, Divine Masculine. So you are mirroring your Divine Feminine, Virgo. You are mirroring your Divine Feminine, and you are also coming into your highest frequency, your highest timeline. You are also studying and tapping into your spiritual wisdom. You're also taking all that you have learned from your past, your good, bad, and ugly, and you're learning radical acceptance. I love this so much because what you don't see, Divine Masculine, Virgo, I know it's so blurry, I'm so sorry, but you don't see this, not this King of Pentacles. What you don't see is that as you continue to align and awaken and come into oneness with Source, when you listen to your intuition, when you take all that you've learned and put it into wisdom, that is what brings you the abundance and the stability that you need. Okay, Virgo Masculine, that's Virgo energy for you, King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles, the final king in all of the kings, has learned from all of the elements and is taking all that wisdom and learning to use it to grow his abundance. So I love, love, love that you are mirroring each other, Divine Feminine and Masculine, right now. That can be the feminine and masculine within yourself. It's not only about gender, and it's not only about the physical. This is about your higher self. This is about your creative self. Divine Feminine, Virgo, what you don't realize is that your creative self is coming into spiritual wisdom so that you can manifest the best of partnerships. I see the Lover's card wanting to creep underneath just ever so in the corner. I can tell that that's the Lover's card. So you're learning how to become your best lover. You're also learning to take all this wisdom so that you can bring that into the best partnership in love. Divine Masculine, you and Divine Feminine, you don't realize, you don't see that that's what all your relationships is, what actually is taking you, is what I'm hearing. All of your relationships in the past is what is leading you to this beautiful High Priestess soul wisdom energy. You don't realize that. But that's what's happening. That's what is coming online that you don't see in August. Masculine, all of this That is the strongest energy is coming into this high priestess. Is taking all of your wisdom, learning how to radically accept. And what you don't see for August is that it's actually going to enhance your pentacles. It's going to enhance your money. It's going to enhance your stability. Your stability in who you show up as, who you come to the table, and what you bring. You got temperance here. Maybe you are Leo cusp. Spirit is saying, Knight of Wands, follow your passion. You are creating something beautiful, and this could be something that has traveled with you since childhood, with the Page of Crystals here at the bottom of the deck. Going from a page to a king. Your passion, you've been holding on to, you've been moving. The wisdom that you have been learning as a child, since you were a child, is what is manifesting abundance, stability, partnership, wisdom, soul wisdom. So I love that for you, Virgo. I really hope that resonates. If it does, hit that thumbs up. This is your T formation for August. Relate to your greatness and not to your weaknesses. Thank you, High Priestess, coming out twice. Relate to your greatness and not to your weaknesses, Virgo. When you relate to your greatness, when you see the wisdom that you have learned from your shadows, from your mistakes, when you relate to the light that you are, your greatness, what does that do? Look, you got the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands. 2, 2, 2. What do we say? 2, 2, 2. You are aligned. You will align with the right people, the right energy, the right resources that will enable you to live in your highest self. I just snuck a peek underneath that King of Pentacles and saw 3 of Swords for Divine Masculine. Whatever you went through, whatever you are going through, let it fuel you into learning more about who you are becoming. Let it fuel you into your abundance. I just heard Beyonce's at the end of, what is her song, Formation? Best revenge is your paper, right? Best revenge is your peace. Yes. The best revenge is your peace, Virgo. I hope you heard that. So after Virgo, what is after Virgo? Libra. All right, getting at about 10 minutes. Libra feminine, divine feminine here. Let's see, I'm going to shuffle a couple times. Oh, you know what? I need to be shuffling on my notebook because these nails are digging up holes in my yoga mat. All right, divine feminine Libra for August. You have the 4 cups in reverse here. Maybe you're trying to... I just heard, are you feeling bored? You bored? You skeptical? You a little sus? Something bringing you a little sus? Yeah, because you're going within. Hang's man. You're trying to look at something. You're trying to look and see how you can focus on something from a different angle. You're trying to look and learn from the all directions. I keep hearing good, bad, and ugly. But that might be what's keeping you hung up on not letting something in. So that's why you're trying to shift your perspective. I'm hearing what you knew things to be is not really, it's shifting. Maybe how you once knew to love, how you once knew to give or receive love, how you once knew to work or play or move. But whatever you're hung up on, you're trusting in divine timing. You're trusting that you will be given the okay to move, to go, to roll, to flow. So don't, so I don't want to say don't, Libra, because you can do whatever you want. Divine feminine. I'm just hearing you may not be able to see the answers right now. You got the Two of Swords underneath that. Walk by faith. You may not be able to see it right now, not by sight. You are moving into a place. You are being asked to look at things from a place that you've never looked at things before. You are being asked to look out of this world, out of the box. Okay? I'm going to leave it at that. That's what Spirit's telling me to leave it at. So take that as it resonates, okay? Think out of the box of how you can move forward, how you can trust, how you can listen to your intuition. What is your intuition telling you? And I'm hearing don't mistaken your fear for intuition. Don't mistaken your past for intuition. Don't mistaken protection for intuition. All right, so take that as however that resonates. Divine masculine, Libra, you have the Queen of Cups. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. You have the Queen of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. When all these wanted to flip over, and the Devil showing up with the Ten of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, and the Nine of Pentacles. So maybe, Libra, divine masculine, there's something about a mother figure I'm hearing. That's the first thing I saw with that Queen of Cups. With the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, you are moving in a direction that is really heavy and burdensome if you don't acknowledge the abundance and the blessings that are already here and around you. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm picking up. The Nine of Pentacles here is this independent woman, abundant in herself. Hey, Sweet Chariot 44. Funny. So just learned polyester amps up and amps up energy in a negative way. That's, yeah, polyester is an interesting clothing. And it's funny because she's wearing this like almost like a polyester looking dress. Obviously she's right, it's just a drawing, but that's an interesting thought of to look at, being mindful. But I'm not really sure what I said that brought that up. Again, as I'm channeling, I just kind of like, it just comes. So sometimes I'd be having to go back and be like, what did I say? I hope that made sense. So Libra masculine, Nine of Pentacles. There's something, maybe this, okay, something wants to come through. Because I'm hearing something with a woman, a young woman, and the Queen of Cups and a mother. So this could be something with a daughter and a mother. I'm getting like a mother-in-law energy. I'm also getting like, this is really specific. So it's specific, but also extremely general because I'm pulling for the entire collective of Virgo. And so take it as it resonates. Don't force it if it doesn't. Or we're at Libra, not Virgo. Sorry. Maybe you're Virgo, Libra cusp. But I'm also hearing like, okay, this is another download for someone. If you are single and you feel this like overwhelming desire to be in a relationship, that pressure is burdening you right now. And I'm hearing to enjoy the fruits of your singleness, and that will help release you from, like I peeked and saw that devil card that wanted to be, that will release you from the chains of this desire to be owned, possessed. What's the word? These aren't the right words, but that's what wants to come through. This desire to be claimed, belonging. And I'm not saying this in a way because, it is absolutely okay to want to be in love and want love. Maybe the burdens of the desire so deeply to be loved can sometimes turn into desperation, and that's where that 10 of wands, it might be coming from. um yeah, I'm also, this is for another person, this is a whole nother thing for someone. I'm hearing single parent. If you're a single mother, if you grew up with a single mother, or if you are a single mother, the responsibility that you hold so much. I'm hearing it is coming to an end. I'm not saying that you're not going to be a single mother for, you might not. Maybe you'll meet your partner. But what I'm hearing for this month of August, for this specific collective, your single motherhood is coming to an end, because you have the 7 of Pentacles underneath that. You have been planting your seeds. You have been tending to your garden. You have been working on yourself. All that work, all that hustle, bustle, grind, all those burdens, baggages that were not yours to carry. I'm also hearing the cycles are ending. This could also be the cycles for someone else. This could be the cycles that you've been carrying in your lineage. In your lineage. This is giving me, kind of like a slavery energy as well. You are releasing that so you can now come into this beautiful, abundant self that you have built, that you have worked. It's in your fortune, the wheel of fortune. I'm giving you too many cards, Virgo or Libra. I'm sorry. It's in your wheel of fortune. It is in your divine path. So the 9 and the 10 are the final steps, and that's where you're at. Okay. That was a lot. So sometimes Spirit says, speaks a little bit more on things, and so there was just a little bit that again, it was vague, but it was also very specific. All right, we got 3 of Wands, Spirit is saying, and the 7 of Swords here. I'm hearing move in silence. Yeah, Libra, that's why you're going within. That's why you're looking and waiting to hear and be told what next step. I'm going to sneeze here. That was a sneeze spell there. Okay? But I also just heard bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. Blesses. Okay? So this time of reflection, this time of going within, this time of shifting and expanding and trying to look at angles from a different way. This time of releasing the burdens, this time of shifting and coming out of this old cycle, the old cycles of carrying the weight of the world on your shoulder. You are coming out of this cycle. These burdens are being released. It's time to lay them down. You are coming out. You are not, for the single mothers out here, I'm a single ladies. I'm a single ladies. I'm a single ladies. Okay. You are not going to be a single mother for much longer. I think that there's something about this month of August that's going to give you insight. Maybe you'll meet someone, or maybe there's just going to be again, you're going to be releasing these burdens, and that's going to free up all of that work that you continue doing. There's going to be something that's going to divinely move in your direction, but I'm hearing move in silence. Okay. All right. I spoke a lot. I got to carry on, Libra. Move in silence. The path is wide open for you. Okay. Look, something special is brewing. That's your T formation for August, Libra. All right. I'm going to leave it at that because that is confirmation right there. Yes. Move in silence because something special is brewing. I love that. So we're already at 40 minutes. I guess that was what, 13 minutes or so? Okay. Libra. We're going to go into Scorpio. All right. Scorpio, divine feminine. Let's see what's going on with you. You got blessings, Libra. All those sneezes. I think that was like 5 sneezes, 5 blessings. So maybe you'll have 5 blessings, opportunities on the way. Okay, I'm going to carry on. Sorry, Scorpio. Maybe you're Scorpio, Libra cusp, and you needed to hear that. Fine. Continual message. All right, I'm going to be shifting because sitting in dresses, I can't really sit still. All right, Scorpio, divine feminine. You're ready to make some moves. You're moving. You're moving on. Moving to calmer waters, moving out of Dodge. Maybe you actually are moving right now. We do have, this is kind of the moving season. Moving, maybe, I just heard schools, stories. You're moving on to a new chapter in your life. Yes, you're moving on to a new world. I love this. Queen of Wands. For you, Scorpio feminine, you are moving on to a new chapter. You're writing a whole new book. Maybe you actually are writing a book, or maybe you're a journaler or a poet or a songwriter. But there's something here about journaling and recording your emotions, your intuitions. There's something about this month of August that if you record all the events in your life, your dreams, your gratitudes, your intuitive spiritual insights, something in that nature, something is going to pull you into a brand new world. Look, I can't even make it up, Scorpio. You have the World, which is the final major arcana, and the Fool, which is literally 0, the very first of the major arcanas, but it's 0. So Scorpio feminine, you are at the end of your final chapter is what I'm hearing. This month of August, you are going to be moving into, it's time to write out the next story. Close that book. That old book is gone. It's not even a chapter. It is a completely new book, new world, new timeline. Okay, so whatever, it's completely blank. The pages, I can't even make it up. Corona Wand, she's looking back on her book. The story that you're writing right now, write it as if you were a crone looking back on your story. Okay, because right now I'm hearing the world is in your hands. Your story, your next chapter is in your hands. Really beautiful. Scorpio, you might have some Aries in your chart as well. Divine Feminine. All right, that one wanted to fall out. I'm going to see. Look at that. I didn't even have to shuffle. This one already wanted to come out. Slide right on out into the Magician. Slide right on into your blessings, Scorpio masculine. You are a master manifester. You are creating a world of emotional fulfillment. You are learning how. You're taking all the skills and tools and you're creating a safe space for your emotions to be able to, I'm hearing rise, but for your emotions to really come into balance and maturity. Love that. Purple Rain Temperance card. I'm hearing Purple Rain because this reminds me of Prince. So maybe that might be significant for you. Maybe you are a singer, you're manifesting, but you're learning how to temper and balance your emotions, your passions, your fire, your creativity. You're learning, Divine Masculine Scorpio, how to recognize the beauties, the gifts that are all within you. No matter, and I'm also hearing to temper no matter what is happening around you, Divine Masculine Scorpio. No matter what, you have all the skills and tools that you need. I just heard schools. Some going back to school. It's back to school season. Maybe you are going back to school. Maybe you want to get your degree or doctorate, whatever. Maybe you want to take a new class. Maybe you want to learn something new. Maybe there's something that you want to tap into emotionally, that you want to learn. Emotional intelligence is what I'm hearing with that. Yes. The moon. Intuitive and emotional intelligence. Something is pulling you, Scorpio. Intuitive and emotional intelligence is bringing you balance. It's bringing you balance and harmony with the Two of Crystals. Trust. Stand in the knowing that is within you. Stand in your truth. Stand in what it is that you are coming into alignment with. Stand in your story, Scorpio. Feminine, masculine. You are creating something of the marvelous. Your T formation. May this day be the day to lead us to peace, to happiness, and to joy. Really beautiful. Let this be your day. You are the master manifester. You are the author of your story, of your world. And you're coming into a brand new one. So let it be the day that brings you peace, happiness, and joy. Amen, Ashe. I love that. Scorpio, that was quick and clear, concise, and to the point, and I love it. Scorpio, now we're on to Sag. Yeah, that was the shortest I've ever heard, or I've ever had one, but it was so clear, so concise. I did not need to go into extra for you. Thank you. Love that. Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on with you, Sag. Feminine, we have the moon in reverse. Why is that moon in reverse, Sag? Divine Feminine. The moon in reverse. You are having, you're in some big feels right now. But that's because you are learning how to strengthen those emotions. Maybe you've been feeling a lot of this hyper depression this month in July. Sagittarius, Divine Feminine, but you're coming into a strength all of that depression, all of that anxiety, all that turmoil has actually been preparing you for strength. It's been bringing out a strength in you that you didn't know possible. A strength. Look at you looking at yourself in the mirror, finding love within yourself, learning how to be proud of who you are. It has been bringing you. Maybe you've been going through a lot of emotions around a relationship, but that has been strengthening you to learn how to love deeper, love fuller, love stronger. Maybe the relationships that haven't worked out in the past is actually what's been preparing you, bringing out strength in you that you did not know you had, so that it can prepare you for what you don't see coming this month in August, which is love, self-love, reflective love, but also balanced love, the way that you give and receive love, the way that you offer and receive love. You got the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, Sagittarius. Divine Feminine, this is about the inner child. You've been doing a lot of inner child healing, and that's allowing you to give and receive love healthily, balanced, with the Nine of Pentacles under that. Independence, fulfillment. You are learning how to do that within yourself. You're learning that you don't need anyone to bring out that fulfillment and that love within you. The strength that you are finding that you didn't know you had, Sagittarius, is what is preparing you for the love that you didn't even know was available. Did you hear that, Sag? The love you didn't even, the strength you did not know you had has been preparing you for the love that you did not know was available. Let that sit. I love that. Sagittarius, Divine Feminine. The strength you didn't know you had is preparing you and has been preparing you for the love that you did not know was coming. Let me say that thrice, okay? Divine Masculine, Sagittarius, you got the Five of Cups. You are also healing, grieving, hurting. But that's because it is teaching you how to healthily give and receive. It's teaching you how to properly offer and receive. You're learning that love is not about give and take. It's about offer and receive. Offer and receive. What is it in love and stability? What is it that you can offer to create a stable relationship? Whether that's in a romantic way, with a romantic partner, or whether that's with your own self, or whether that's with your friends or family or work. What is it that you can offer that will create stability in your relationship? And how is it that you can receive what is being offered to you in order to maintain stability in a relationship? In whatever relationships, all things that we do as a relationship within and of itself. This could be your relationship with money. Okay, this could be your relationship with alcohol, with substances, with TV, with your car, with your child. Okay, take that as it resonates. Look, speaking of child, for some it is child. Page of Wands. Sagittarius, you got the Two of Cups here at the bottom of the deck from Spirit with the Page of Wands. I'm hearing you are being told to allow adventure back into your life. Like the curious Aquarius. I just heard the curious cat, the curious kitten, right? Just allow yourself to be curious in love, in partnership. We have 2 rainbows that are showing up. Miracles are on its way that you don't see coming. Be proud of who you are, and that's how you will embrace and align with the right partners, the right people. I think it might have been Leo where the 2 of Cups was coming out. So maybe you are dealing with the Leo, or that you have Leo in your chart, Sagittarius. But the right people, the right energy, and the right resources are coming through when you shift your perspective, when you allow yourself to enjoy life again, not make it a partnership so much of a chore. It shouldn't be a chore to be in a relationship. It shouldn't be a chore to, build your finances, or to enjoy the abundance of life's blessings and beauties and benefits. But if that's something that you never experienced, just being a kid, being curious on how to make money and how to enjoy life and its pleasures and give and receive without it feeling like a transaction or a condition. I'm hearing conditional love is something that you're learning how to unlearn, Sag. Let your greatness show from your inner light. Who had the same one? Was it Leo? You might have to go back and check out Leo's. Someone is definitely strongly associated with this Leo energy. But we also are in Leo season, so this could be for anyone. But let your greatness show from your inner light, Sagittarius. Okay? I hope that helps. Let's go ahead and move on to Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn, that one wanted to just fly out for you. My throat's starting to close up, so maybe Capricorn, you might be having some throat chakra blockages, speaking your truth. That could also be an additional message for Sagittarius of that inner child, letting yourself explore, letting yourself, create, letting yourself just be adventurous in life. You have the 8 of Wands and the 2 of Cups that wanted to fly out, Capricorn masculine, but we'll get to you in a second. I guess you want to speak right now. So I'm going to push this over. I'm going to turn this over. Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords. Okay. Capricorn masculine. Sun, moon, rising, wherever it's in your chart. But the 10 of Swords, or the 10 of Swords, you're completing an ego death is what I'm hearing. And this could be in a relationship, because the 8 of Wands and the 2 of Cups here at the in reverse that wanted to fly out. Yes. I just heard the relationship, this relationship was the death of me. That relationship was the death of me. So maybe it could be a relationship with toxic habits. It could be a relationship with addictions. It could be a relationship with, whatever. It could be with a person. But there is something, a contract that is ended, is coming to an end in August for you, Capricorn masculine. And I'm hearing it's coming to a halt. All right? So just be aware and mindful that if that is something that is happening or has happened, that you give yourself grace, that you find, but okay, look at this. All right, I just have to say this because I know this is a little heavy. So if you clicked out, click back, because I'm hearing that relationship may have been the death of you, Capricorn masculine. But that's only because the end of this cycle of whatever toxic relationship this was, with whomever or whatever, was actually preparing you for the lovers, for the divine, this divine love. Okay? This anointed love. So you may have thought that this soul contract, karmic contract, or just again a loop I'm hearing that you couldn't get yourself out of, is coming to an end. You may have thought that this relationship was going to be forever, but it's actually ending because you are meant for so much more. You are meant for this divine love. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Hangman underneath that. Okay. I'm hearing shift your perspective around this ending. Rejection is God's protection. Rejection is redirection. Divine masculine. Divine masculine Capricorn. So I really, I'm glad that came out. That was really awesome. It's nice. It's hard to have an ending of any sort, especially one that was a contract within your soul, but it is for something. It is happening so that something even more divine, not something that was conditioned, not something that was karmically tied. This is a divine love, okay, that's coming in for you. You don't see it, but it's coming in this month of August. See it. Let me know, whoever this resonates with. I would love to know. All right. Capricorn divine feminine, you have the world card. Okay. So there's also something new that is coming in because you're coming to a completion of a world, of an old world. Let's see which one wants to fall. Who is this? The Two of Wands, the world in your hands. You're at a crossroads. You're ready to you're making a decision of where to go next. What do I want to do next? Where do I want to be next? But I'm also hearing, look, you've done a lot of work, the Six of Cups, but you're also, you're listening back to actually your inner child of where have I always wanted to go? Where have I always wanted to be? Where have I always wanted? What have I always wanted to do? And that's helping you become more independent. You've been healing and learning on how to trust yourself so that you can fulfill your own desires. I'm also hearing you're coming into some financial stability, Capricorn feminine, so that you can move more freely. Listen to that inner child within you. That's what's going to guide you. That's what's going to guide you of where to go next in this world. Okay? I hope that helps, Divine Feminine. That's really beautiful. Spirit says, yes, High Priestess coming here. The High Priestess says, you know exactly where you want to go. You know exactly what to do. First, you have to walk away from what is no longer serving you. Yep. First, you got the Eight of Cups and the Five of Wands. First, you have to leave what no longer serves you emotionally. Let it go. Release it. Because I'm hearing it is doing more harm than good if you hold on to it. And I'm also hearing that it's weighing you down the more you try to prove that it needs to stay. So if this goes back to divine masculine with this 10 of swords and the 2 of cups reverse, you might be feeling like your momentum is slowing down, is coming to an end, is coming to a halt, because the old version of you, the old ways, the old cycles, the old things that you used to can no longer come with, they cannot come with you anymore. You cannot operate from that frequency anymore. It's just not possible. That's why things are coming to a halt. If you're, trying to do something, but that's because you have to let go of this old contract with this person, place, or thing that's not healthy for you first. And that's when the lovers can come in. That's when this divine love can come in. Okay? So your T formation is actually a fortune cookie, and it says, your coworkers take pleasure in your great sense of creativity, Capricorn. If you like the lucky numbers 13, 17, 25, 31, 38, 47, these might be ages, soul path numbers. I see 1111 on here. So your coworkers take great pleasure in your great sense of creativity. 8-8, this Lionsgate portal is speaking to you. It's going to bring you a lot of clarity. It's going to bring you a lot of insight, but you have to be willing to open and expand and shift your perspective, Capricorn. You have to be willing to walk away. You have to be willing to maybe go listen to your inner child, even if it might be the first ever or in a long time, because they know the way. And that sense of creativity, childlike creativity, that's what your coworkers love. So take that as it resonates. Oh no, I just realized I don't even know what time I did. I missed the timestamp for Capricorn. So we're gonna do our final sign of the night, which is Aquarius. Take a sip of my tea. Let's get into the tea of the Aquarius Divine Feminine first. I'll have to go back and figure out what timestamp that was for Capricorn. So this card wants to come out. We got the Page of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, Aquarius Divine Feminine, the Crone of Cups. So a lot of emotions for August for you, Divine Feminine. But I'm hearing a lot of emotional maturity from the Page to the Crone. So you have leaped into emotional maturity, Aquarius Divine Feminine, and that's great. Because they're, Aquarius is the aqua holder, the aqua carrier, but sometimes it can be really challenging for an Aquarius to sit in those emotions, because they may hold space for the emotions, for the water to come in, for that wisdom. But as far as actually like embodying it, can be a little bit challenging. It can be easier to more disassociate, a little bit. So I love this for you, Divine Feminine Aquarius. You are really taking these leaps. Maybe you've been doing a lot of inner child reflection. Look, oh my gosh, look at the evolution, the Knight of Cups. So you have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Crone of Cups. You are definitely evolving in your emotions. You're coming into a really beautiful emotional intelligence, emotional connection, and that's actually helping you with moving and into being able to offer something of an emotional substance. And that's really beautiful, Aquarius. That is really, it's something that, again, feminine energy is the emotions. Feminine energy is the sensations, the sensualities, the things that you feel. And for the Aquarius divine feminine, I'm just hearing like maybe that has not been so easy for you. And that could have been something that started in childhood, to know how to understand these emotions if you feel them strongly. But I'm also getting a lot of like water. Maybe you have a lot of water sign in your chart, water in your chart. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that's a water sign or has water in their chart. But I'm hearing Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There's definitely some offerings on the table that you want to, in order for you to be able to offer and extend, you have to first be able to, know how to hold space for it, and know how to engage with it, and know how to embrace it and embody that emotion. And that's really beautiful that you're maturing it in that way. That's the biggest message I'm getting for you, Aquarius. So, divine feminine. So I hope that helps. Divine masculine, let's go ahead and move on to you. Divine masculine, Aquarius for the month of August. Strongest energies here. They're the Three of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. You are waiting for some ships to come in. Yeah, with the Seven of Wands, something that you're very passionate about. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, Aries, Leo is showing up right now. So both in the Three of Wands, Aries showing up, Seven of Wands, Leo. So you're definitely waiting for some ships to come in, ships that you know are on its way. 111 here on the clock for you, which is that Three of Wands. The path is wide open for you. You just have to trust, believe, and stand up for that which you know is coming in for you. Maybe you've been waiting a while for these ships to come in. Relationships, situationships. I just heard, career ships, family ships. But stay balanced in all this passion. Stay balanced in all this fiery excitement. Okay? It's coming online. It's coming to you. What you put out is coming back to you, Aquarius. So trust and believe, okay? I hope that helps. That's the message I got for you. That's the message I got. Stay balanced. Stay grounded. Stay centered. Also, transmute and any energies that are not in alignment with what it is that you want to come in. Okay? Beautiful, Aquarius. Spirit has the star seed coming out for you. You are a star seed, Aquarius, okay? That's why you got cups, you got wands. So if you have fire and water in your chart, and you are an air sign, you are an avatar. That's why the star seed is coming up right now, okay? You are not like anyone else. You are a very special being in this world. And this world needs you. The Seven of Wands, again, the world needs you to stand up for what you know is right, for what you know is your right. I'm hearing Bob Marley, get up, stand up for your rights, okay? Don't give up the fight. Three of Cups, because when you don't, what you don't see coming for August is it's going to be a beautiful celebration. Stand up for the tribe that you know is for your soul. You know. That's what you're bringing. That's what you're calling in. Three of Wands, Three of Cups. You might be seeing 3-3. You might be the age 33, 3-3-3. Spirit, your creativity, all of it is coming online. Your emotions, your intuition, all of it is coming through you. That passion is roaring, burning, igniting. The full moon, we actually have a full moon in Aquarius coming up soon. That's our next full moon. And we have these moons, that's more of a sun. The sun and the moon. Sun for Leo, the moon over here. Your soul tribe, stand up. for the people, for the celebrations. I'm hearing yes, Nine of Crystals. When you stand up for what you know is right for you, Aquarius, you will reap the benefits, the joy, the bliss, the ecstasy. You will call in the right people, the right energies, the right resources. You will have all reasons to celebrate with your soul tribe, with your family, with your love. So don't forget about that, okay? Really beautiful. Let's see. You have, two wanted to come through, okay? Look, breath is the voice of your soul, Aquarius. Breath. What did I keep saying about this Three of Cups? Soul tribe. Soul tribe. Breathe in your soul tribe. That's what this month of August is telling you, is attracting you to. Breathe in your soul tribe. That is the breath of your soul. That is the voice. How strange is it that nature does not knock and yet does not intrude? I'm hearing that with the Three of Wands, that your ships are coming in. And so is Tony. So we got Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle letting me know that that we are at the end of this reading. Cats are so intuitive, but also someone's grandmother is here, Aquarius. Someone's grandmother is here to tell you, look, I'm about to chill right here until you're done. Someone's grandmother is saying, I'm right here. I'm part of your soul tribe. Okay? So whether your grandmother is still alive, whether your grandmother is an earth angel and has transitioned, she's right here with you, giving you so much love. Okay? So this is beautiful, Aquarius. I hope that this really resonates for you. I really do. I know you're an independent bunch, just like a cat. But look, even cats need love too. Alright? Don't go this world alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. I am here with you. Though we're far apart, you're always in my heart. That's what's coming in with that Three of Wands, with that Three of Cups. Okay? All right. I hope this helps. This was a beautiful reading. Thank you, every single one of you. If you were able to tune in for a little bit, if it resonates, if you're tuning in from the future, I hope this is calling you the way that it needs. Hit that like button if it does. And next week, we will continue on with Pisces through Cancer. So enjoy the rest of your evening. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my information in my description box. If you want to take advantage of this Lionsgate portal sale for the 8/8 portal, my 90-minute tea and tarot soul sessions are $88. You get a 1 ounce loose leaf handcrafted tea, and we get to meet in person or virtually, and your tea shipped to you if you are out of my area. But until then, otherwise, I hope and trust that this finds whoever it needs to. The light within me honors, values, and appreciates the light within you. Namaste. Peace and love. Bye.